Chopper. Drake is suing his record company, Sony. I think it was Sony UMG, something like that. Sony. He's suing the record company because saying Kendrick winning right now. They not like us. You know what I'm saying? You can't justify what's going on, bro. Like, you are suing the record company because of Kendrick winning. Kendrick dropped an album last week. It went on a billboard over 100 countries. GNX is the album is going crazy right now. And it's still on fire. Then he dropped Squabbled Up, the music video, which was a good one. Everybody's playing Kendrick right now. Like, you can't stop the fire. You know what I'm saying? Drake, you need to take the L, man. You need to take the L, man.
Make it.
All right, so
let's check the video out, man. Let's check this video.
All right, so we're back at it, and today we got people talking about and reacting to this whole Drake versus UMG situation. Now, if you haven't heard about Drake suing Spotify and suing UMG for defamation and running up Kendrick Lamar's streams with bots, allegedly, then I'll run a little clip that'll give you the quickest explanation of it possible.
This isn't a lawsuit. It's a petition where Drake is asking the court to require Universal Music Group to give him evidence that he needs to bring a RICO lawsuit and a lawsuit alleging illegal business practices. What he says is, I don't know who the other people were involved with Universal, but under the law, Universal has to tell me who they are so I can sue them. What these people did is they used illegal bots to make it seem like Not Like Us was a lot more popular than it actually was. They cite to an Academics interview where Academics is on stream talking to some dude, and the dude says, I got paid $5,000 and promised a percent of Not Like Us in exchange for delivering 30 million fake bot streams when Not Like Us first launched so that it would seem more popular than it was and the algorithms would bump it up everywhere. Then they say that Universal typically takes a cut in order for somebody like Spotify to put a Universal song on Spotify, and that in this case, Universal wanted Not Like Us to be more popular, and so they agreed to take a lower cut, and they gave it to Spotify on the low, cheaper. They paid radio for plays. They claim that all of this is illegal and that it caused damage to Drake by reducing his popularity. And they have all these other wild allegations in there, including this idea that Universal is firing people who have loyalty to Drake.
Shout out.
Yeah, but that's other record labels too. You know what I'm saying? That's not one record label. That's all record labels. That's, you know what I'm saying, helping artists out, and you know what I'm saying, helping them out. It's the machine. Once you got the machine, you get the views up and stuff. You get the views, you get the radio play, you get the streaming plays and all that stuff. It's the machine. So, yeah.
Out to Mo Gang Guy, he broke that down relatively quickly. He did it pretty good. Shout out to him. So that's what's going on. In addition to that, he filed a second lawsuit where he's suing them for defamation over the PDF allegations that Kendrick Lamar dropped in his song. Right, and the internet has been pretty much on fire with this topic for the last day now. And today we're getting people's reactions to it, seeing what people think about it. And the first person I want to talk about is this journalist Lauren LaRosa, who said that she spoke to somebody close to Drake's team to try to understand why Drake would file this lawsuit.
Did some reaching out trying to understand why Drake would file a lawsuit. So it's close to Drake to kill. They decided to file a lawsuit, and that's because it's not because it's bigger than Drake. He's still suing because, come on, Drake. Come on, Drake. You still suing because Not Like Us is topping the charts. Come on, Drake. And I'm not on either side. I'm just saying, as it is, you just stop being a Karen.
lawsuit, and she said a source close to Drake's camp told her that Drake's side decided to file this lawsuit not just because of the Not Like Us song. It's bigger than just the song, which is why Drake is suing the label and not Kendrick directly. From what I'm told, Drake allegedly feels as if his label, UMG, is using money he's made them to fund Kendrick Lamar's song, burying him amidst the sensitive label negotiation that he's currently in. And that's something that I spoke on in my last video. I said, I'm pretty sure they're using some of the money that was generated by Drake's records to fund this if it's true. All right, so this person is saying they spoke to somebody close to Drake, and that is exactly what they were worried about. Drake feels like the label is allegedly not protecting a major asset, him, which is conveniently timed around the time he's in negotiations for a new deal with the label. From what she's told, Drake's feeling like if I was Taylor Swift, a lot of things would not have happened in this whole Drake and Kendrick back and forth. Right now, Lauren is a journalist. She's credible, so I'm gonna take what she
like
said
Monica.
at face value. I believe she did talk to somebody
Like Monica
in Drake's
ATL.
camp, and I believe that's what they told her. It's pretty interesting to say the least. Now, the next person that reacted to this was Rory from Rory and Mal. Right, we talked about Mal reacting to this in my last video. Well, Rory shared his thoughts on this as well, and I'm not a big fan of dude, but he does make some good points in his video.
I have no dog in this fight. I like Kendrick's music. I like Drake's music. I also think both of them have used bots via UMG, whether they knew it or not. What stood out to me in that paperwork was the accusation that UMG lowered their licensing rate by 30% for Not Like Us. Just a quick history lesson. How we even got to the value of what a stream is was based off Spotify and the three majors negotiating on what that value would be. What makes it even crazier is all three majors have actual stock and ownership within Spotify. That would be illegal in any other business in the world, but it's a music industry, so anything can fly. To the point that I worked at a major when Spotify went public, and they emailed all of us as employees and said, you cannot buy stock because that would be insider trading. Now imagine you're an artist and you know that the people that own your music plus the people that distribute your music, which is a whole separate tech company, are in cahoots to define what a dollar means within the music industry. And then you later find out that for one artist in one song, they devalued that dollar. You wouldn't have an issue with it?
So what he's talking about is that the label, the DSPs, they worked together in an effort to push Kendrick Lamar's song further, and they did that by UMG offering a lower licensing rate, meaning that Spotify would pay out less money per stream to Kendrick Lamar and UMG, and in exchange, they would push that song harder. It's just a fancy way of Spotify getting a kickback to push a song. Now, speaking of kickbacks, we actually have Funk Flex reacting to this as well, and he went on Instagram and he posted up this article about the whole filing that Drake did, and in the caption of that he said, ha 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 ha, some DJs been taking payola to play songs. I can't wait to see how this trickles down. I've been waiting for this. Drake is not lying. There are backdoor deals under the table with DJs. Should I name names? I can name names if you need me to. So Funk Flex, you know, going full-fledged snitch mode right there, saying, hey, look, I'm aware of this happening in the industry and I'm willing to drop the names. He even tagged TMZ in this right here. So this entire thing's got Funk Flex ready to snitch, which I found pretty interesting, to be honest. We all know Funk Flex has had problems with certain DJs, and it looks like, you know, he's taking a moment to throw his 2 cents in. He's ready to flap them
an
gums.
old head hating.
While we were speaking of bots, Drake actually would find an unlikely ally in this whole thing, and that is in the form of Meek Mill. Meek Mill posted this up and said, but Meek be tripping, you heard? Basically agreeing with the narrative that Drake is pushing, that maybe bots were used. And this is something we've seen Meek Mill go off the rails about numerous times before, where he talked about bots creating fake narratives about him. Y'all might even remember some of the tweets that he posted back in the day talking about taking L's from bot campaigns that were being ran on his page when he was beefing with Drake. So it seems like Meek is kind of, even though he don't like Drake, he's like, yeah, but he's probably right. There probably is some biting going on because they was doing it to me when I was beefing with him. Now, we also had Tyrese responding to this. He also posted up like a little breakdown of the lawsuit, and in the captions, he said, I just woke up. Wait, huh? This is not real, y'all. Stop playing. I love Drake. Been the biggest supporter of dude for forever. It's always 10 toes for the West Coast, but I don't believe this is true at all. Ashton Kutcher gotta be punking us, right? Then we had people like DJ Head who said I would have respected the legal actions a lot more had he not dropped another record after. You can't be a bully, swing on someone, they swing back harder, you attempt to shoot, the gun jams, you prosecute for assault with a laughing face emoji. And I guess it could be debated on who swung first. Some people are gonna say Kendrick, some people are gonna say Drake, but that's what DJ Head had to say about it. And then lastly, we got Whack 100.
Of course he gonna say something.
Y'all know how Whack 100 does it. He went on Clubhouse where he gave his reaction to this whole thing.
Yo, man, did this Drake really did this?
He did.
What'd he do? It's crazy.
I filed a lawsuit on UMG spots. See, this was crazy. And I hate to say it, but dude crying like a little. Cause now it's like, I'm seeing now how much damage this Kendrick Lamar did to him. Filed a lawsuit on UMG Spotify talking about artificial inflating Kendrick Lamar's song. Now here go the thing. This what is risky at. The last did this, they blackballed. His name was 6ix9ine. You remember when 6ix9ine came out and started exposing the bundles and this and that and this and that?
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
Make a playlist or nothing after that. I know, cause when I went to try to playlist him, they like, man, Whack, you know. Now it's another thing. Well, two more things. A, let's say they investigated and it's found not to be true. Drake looking crazy, right? Okay, let's say they investigated and find it to be true. What's next? Well, f it, nigga, let's check and see what was going on with your. Either way it go, this then let his emotions cloud his thoughts so bad to where he's just swinging in the air and screaming. And I'm gonna be real. I think when he seen Kendrick Lamar controlling the first 12 slots of Apple, I think it's in him somewhere. I think that Kendrick can double back and drop the whole project since that, and he ain't released nothing. I think it's in him somewhere. Yeah, he's emotional. Crazy. I'm like, either way it go, it's stuff for you. Before you gotta remember.
They're not gonna go to trial that
You gotta remember, bro. Listen. Kendrick Lamar does not control what Spotify does. And here go what's crazy. Spotify ain't gonna run no bot numbers up on themselves because they the ones gotta pay. This is more like, you like that said, this is the part that I couldn't believe it. He said, Spotify allegations that the two companies conspired to artificially inflate the popularity of Kendrick Lamar is not like us. Okay, Drake. So when they got you on that playlist and got your picture up top, what the you think that's doing for you? So I had to hit the team. I say, bro, they say Wacky 5. That's a fact. That's real.
And then how would you even be able to prove that?
I don't know. 6ix9ine part 2. Two things gonna happen. They go in there and can't find nothing, you looking crazy. They go in there and find something and then look at your find something too, then what?
He says that whenever when people ask Siri to go to his song, it would take them to Kendrick's song.
Huh?
I'm looking at some of the claims from the lawsuit. So they said whenever you ask Siri to
That's
play,
Apple. Spotify ain't Apple though, bro.
So they suing UMG. They're claiming that UMG
and Spotify.
Yeah, UMG paid Apple as well. So that's what that's what's in there.
So they're suing Apple too?
Yeah, well, I guess under the UMG paid them umbrella, but yeah.
Well, I guess because he sees Kendrick's first 12 songs is controlling the top 12 on Apple. Maybe that's what did it.
But he's accusing UMG of paying to have its voice assistant feature purposely misdirect users.
So he's saying it only did it then and don't do it now.
So I did see some little things, but I can't vouch.
Man, that sound crazy.
I'm gonna tell you what I hope it don't happen, but I think this gonna be some Diddy Part 2 shit.
Now, in that reaction to it, WAG 100 and them talk about the whole speculation that at some point in time, people were asking Siri to play Certified Lover Boy, and instead of playing that album from Drake, it would play Kendrick Lamar's song. WAG 100 tried his hardest to execute this on his Siri-enabled device, but he failed at it. Like a true grandpa, he just couldn't get anything to work. So he ended up kind of walking away from the situation, not believing that. But there is videos out there of people asking Siri to play Certified Lover Boy, and it plays Not Like Us instead.
I just saw somebody on Twitter request to play Certified Lover Boy.
What that, Aiden Ross?
Spotify, and it just goes straight to Not Like Us. I don't believe everything I see online, so let's just test it out, okay? You're seeing my screen to a degree. All right.
You got cornerback.
Play Certified Lover Boy on Spotify. I see dead people. That's crazy. That's crazy. Spotify. What's going on?
Siri, can you play Certified Lover Boy on Spotify? I see dead people. That's crazy.
Right, so there's that. I mean, I'm assuming that these people didn't fabricate these videos. I guess they could have, but Drake put this in his documents that he filed in New York and in Texas, so it's obviously important to Drake, but that's the reaction from everybody so far. Y'all gotta let me know what y'all think about it in the comments down below. Anyways, that's basically it for the video, guys.
Drake. Oh no, man. Drake, just take the L, man. Please, just take the L. That's all you gotta do is take the L. It's not that serious, man. It's not that serious. I mean, when you did back to back with Meek Mill, you destroyed Meek Mill's career. But then, you know, a couple years y'all did a song together. So, two artists going back to back all 2024, and it sells. Yeah, man, the whole Spotify thing, not like the whole Spotify Certified Lover Boy, Not Like Us is like a troll, like a troll for Spotify. I like that. But Drake, man, you gotta take the L, man. Take the L, man. Take it to the chin, man. You know what I'm saying? Live this fight another day. Pops on Friday. You win, son. You lose, son. You live another fight. To fight another day, man. You win some, you lose some. Pops on Friday. But, hey, man. Make sure y'all tune into the channel, man. Make sure y'all like the video, man. Chop her out, man. GNX.